So I am very happy in introducing a wonderful personality to all the participants here. Professor S.L.Satheesh Kumar sir, former principal consultant, Wipro Limited, and former head content delivery and technical delivery, Wipro Mission 10X, faculty development specialist, and academic leadership coach. So a lot of credentials sir is having, and I feel much privileged in introducing such a personality to all the participants. 37 years of experience in the areas of teaching and training, learning and development, talent development, delivery and management of large-scale training programs, and industry-academia relationship. I kindly request every participants to go in mute mode, please. Vijay Lakshmi ma'am, please put yourself in mute. Okay. So sir has did his BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Regional Engineering College, Warangal, Andhra Pradesh. Passed out of 1978 to 83 batch and rank holder with 89.6 percentage. NIT Warangal sir, and M.Tech in the Electronics, Vishweshwaraya Technological University, and he is a certified facilitator for development dimensions international learning systems, Harvard Business Published Certified Facilitator, and Dale Carnegie Certified High Impact Presentation Skills and High Impact Teaching Skills Trainer, Cambridge International Certified Facilitator for Teachers and Trainers, and the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So he worked with Wipro Technology from 2008 to 2019. He was with Mission 10X Wipro flagship program, Talent Next Initiative 2008 to 19, and he has taken a role as principal consultant, head content delivery and technical delivery across India. And he conducted faculty development programs for engineering college faculty members, an academic leadership program for HODs, deans, principals of various engineering and degree colleges in India, and he has done program management for VASI, WIMS, SIM, and VISTA programs, education initiatives with more than 5,000 plus students at Bangalore for master degree from BITS Pilani and VAT. Prior to Wipro Technology, he was acted as director, technical education and training and placement of an engineering college in Bangalore, and he was heading EC department in an engineering institute at Bangalore. He organized 5 national programs. He is a fellow member of Institute of Engineers and Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineer and life member of ISTE. Attended technical seminars at Hewlett Packard, USA and Hong Kong, and provided leadership for the planning, development and implementation of the college placement activities. And dear participants, I feel much happy and proud and privileged to introduce such a wonderful personality. And the next 2 hours, it will be a very vibrant and aggressive session. And really, you will take home certain very important points at the end of the session. Thank you very much. And feel very happy in introducing you, sir. And the platform is now for Professor Satheesh, sir. Please, sir.
Thank you so much, madam, for that wonderful introduction. That gives me little more responsibility and accountability for taking this 2-hour session. And formally, let me greet all the faculty members who are there on the video conferencing call. So, good afternoon to all of you. And as I told a few minutes ago, I'm just repeating for the benefit of those who would have joined. I do agree that each one of us have attended more than 100 webinars for the last 1.5 years during this pandemic COVID-19 situation. What I understood from the faculty members as well as what I understood from even trainers or the speakers or the resource persons is all of them will log in, all of them will say good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is, and they will also switch off their audio video, and the resource person is just reading the PowerPoint presentation. Maybe, I do not know, but this is what the feedback I got from many of them. So now that is not going to happen for the next 2 hours. So now I request at least one faculty member to be switching on the audio video. I know a lot of us are facing bandwidth problems and audio problems, video problems, you know, internet problem, and all that problems are always there. I will not be able to speak to the laptop screen. I will not be able to speak to the desktop screen. I would like to speak to the faculty member. So that is the reason I am asking you to switch it on. And obviously, if all of you switch on audio video, there will be a crosstalk, there will be noise, there will be distortion, disturbances. So therefore, one at a time we will do. So now it looks like Pushpalata madam is already there online. Am I right, Pushpalata, doctor?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Can you just tell me you are from which department?
I am from BS&H2.
What is the full form of that?
Basic Sciences and Humanities.
Fantastic. So you are from which college?
Sri Vidyaniketan Engineering College, sir, and I teach English.
Okay, you teach English.
Yes, sir.
And that is your college is in which place?
Tirupati, sir.
Fantastic. So I think we are getting the blessings of Lord Venkateshwara to begin the session through you. Am I right?
Maybe, sir.
And also the chairman of your group of institutions is a very popular film actor,
Yes, sir.
including
Mohan Babu.
children also, if I'm
Mohan
right.
Babu. Yes.
Yeah, good. So I hope all the other 50 plus participants who are there in the video conferencing call are able to hear my voice and also able to see the video. Right now, I have not yet shared my so-called PowerPoint presentation. Did I share? I think so. It is shared already. My laptop is shared.
No, sir. It is not visible, sir.
Okay. Because I have to get into that sharing mode. So
Yes,
now
sir.
let us begin formally. And for the next 5 minutes, Dr. Pushpalata madam will speak on behalf of all the 55 people who are already there online, I suppose. So after 5 minutes, she will switch off her audio video, and then maybe some other faculty member will switch on audio video, and the process will continue till the end of the session. Is that okay, Dr. Pushpalata?
So, what should I speak about, sir?
Yeah. So now I think you are able to hear my voice.
Yes.
Is it audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Fantastic. Good. So now, whenever I address the faculty members, I always recall one Sanskrit slok, not because you are from Tirupati, but otherwise also, I always recall that. I'm not going to get into that Bhagavad Gita, Rama and Mahabharata. I just one slok, which is, first line I will read you, and Dr. Try to tell me the second and third line. Is that okay, Dr. Pushpalata?
Sir, actually, there was a voice break, so I
Yeah,
could
you are
not
able
get.
to hear my voice now. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, yeah, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm going to tell you the first line of a Sanskrit slok. I'm sure everybody knows this, but as a formality, let me ask you that question. What will be the second line and the third line? The first line is Matru Devo Bhava. Have you heard of this sentence, Matru Devo Bhava?
Yes, sir. Then Pitru Devo Bhava.
Next is Pitru Devo Bhava. And what is the next after that?
Guru Devo Bhava.
Fantastic. I'm not going to ask you the fourth one because these three sentences are sufficient for us to interact and understand the significance of Sanskrit slok. So you will get two chocolates from the organizing committee for giving the two answers so quickly.
Sure, sir. We
How
will send her. We will send her, sir.
the
We will
chocolate
send madam.
Thank you so much.
organizing
I
committee
received
chairman.
it.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you, ma'am.
yeah. So therefore, they will take care whether it is e-chocolate or natural chocolate. That's left to them and you. Right? Okay. So the same way every faculty member tells me the way that Dr. Pushpalata madam has told just now. I asked one of the faculty members what does this mean? And the teacher said, Matru Devo Bhava means mother is the first God for everybody. Mother is the first God for everybody. Then Pitru Devo Bhava, father is the second God for everybody. And the third is Guru Devo Bhava or Acharya Devo Bhava. So it
Teacher.
means teacher is the third God for everybody. In our context, all of us are teachers. And in our context, we are supposed to be the third God for all the students of our colleges. So now, as per the Sanskrit sloka, you have to take the responsibility and accountability statement saying that teacher is the third God for every student. You can imagine the importance of a teacher in our society. You also know what people expect from a god. We all go to the temple, mandir, koil, I don't know, Madura Meenakshi temple, Kanchi Kamakshi temple, and the temples are there everywhere, including Tirupati, Tirumala, and in every other state, in every other district. So we all expect so much from the God. So similarly, students are expecting so much from the teachers because you are their third God. So I request all the faculty members to understand the importance of a teacher. You are not just a human being, you are not just a teacher, but you are a God for all your students, and you will be God till you are in the profession of teaching. Because Acharya Devo Bhava or Guru Devo Bhava means that you are the third God for every student as long as you are in the profession. And you know, people expect that God will do justice to everybody, God will take care of everybody, God will not be telling lies, God will be transparent. He knows what is integrity, honesty, transparency. So, all these things I don't have to explain. I'm sure all of you are understanding what is that I am trying to tell you. I'm not saying we are doing otherwise, but I thought all of us understand the importance of this Sanskrit slok. Is that right, madam?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So everything which we discussed was audible to you. Now I am going to put the. Are you able to see the slide? Are you able to see the slide?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you just tell me what is that there?
Construction of shared knowledge in collaborative problem solving.
Fantastic. So now I don't believe in PowerPoint presentation, slide one, slide two, slide three. So we do webinars in a different way, which all of us will experience now for the next 2 hours time. So when I, displayed this PowerPoint slide, one teacher asked me a question, sir, I have some doubt. Can I clarify? Then I said, yes, you can clarify. Sir, you are going to take 2 hour session on this topic, construction of shared knowledge in collaborative problem solving. I said, yes. Sir, I have a question to you. He told me. I asked, what is your question? Sir, why should I attend your session for 2 hours on this topic? In what way this discussion will be helpful to me, useful to me, advantageous to me or beneficial to me. If you can justify the importance of the topic and the advantage of listening to you for the next 2 hours, or if you can answer this question, I think I will learn or I will understand the discussion with pleasure. Otherwise, it is with pressure. So if you simply keep on saying next slide, next slide, next slide, I do not know why are we discussing about this topic and why this topic is necessary, why the title of the session is Construction of Shared Knowledge in Collaborative Problem Solving. So do you agree, Doctor, whether this question of a faculty member to me was genuine question?
Yes, sir, of course. Genuine question.
Yes. So, my dear faculty members, please understand this is exactly what happens to every student. Because we go to class every day, maybe twice in a day, thrice in a day, but every student who is sitting in the classroom.
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir. Hello?
To write an exam.
Hello? Sir, your voice is not audible, sir. Hello? Can anyone hear sir's voice? I'm unable to hear.
No, ma'am.
నీ మొబైల్ ఎక్కడ ఉందమ్మా? హలో హలో
Hello, sir.
Sir, your voice is audible, sir.
Sir,
Now it
you're
is audible, sir.
now.
Now it is audible, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm able to see the video. Madam, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you just tell me what was the last sentence you heard?
That is what the students expect from us. When we go to the college, we will be taking the classes twice a day, thrice a day, up to there, sir. And after that,
Fantastic. So the student also wants to learn whatever you discuss with pleasure and not with pressure. Do you agree?
yeah, sir.
So therefore, now the teacher asked me a question, what is the significance of the title of today's session? And I told him, I think you are able to see the slide? No.
No, sir. It's not visible.
I'll show you. You are able to see now?
Maybe it is loading, sir. It is not it.
You are able to see the same slide?
No, sir.
It is there, madam.
Yeah, sir. Now it got.
Yeah,
Now it is
that is
visible,
what
sir.
I'm going to slideshow also. So I'll
Yes, sir.
put the slideshow. Yes. So basically, if you can understand the different words, for example, what do you mean by shared knowledge? What do you mean by collaborative? What do you mean by problem solving? What do you mean by construction of shared knowledge? What is the need for constructing a shared knowledge? What are the advantages of shared knowledge? What is the advantages of collaboration? What is the advantage of problem solving? I think then you will appreciate why we are discussing this particular topic. Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is what we are going to now discuss for the next 10 minutes. So I'm going to ask you one question to the madam and she is answering on behalf of all of you. So madam, my first question is, hundreds of students are passing out of your college every day, every year. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes it is not hundreds, it may be thousands also. Some colleges will have A section, B section, C
Yes,
section
we have up to
in
D
computer.
section, sir.
Yes. So if you see the total number of students passing out of the final year, in every college it will be more than 400, 500. Some colleges it may cross 1,000, 2,000. Do you agree?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I want you to tell me, all the 1,000 students who are going out of every college, do you want them to be successful in their profession?
Of course, sir.
Yes. But do you agree that all of them right now are they successful after passing out of college? Are they successful in their profession? All of them, 100% of them?
No, sir.
Honest answer you can give me.
No, sir. Not 100%.
So for your honest answer, you will get one more chocolate. Don't worry. So which means we want all of them to be successful, but we also know that all of them are really not successful. Maybe some of them are successful. As per English, if some of them are successful, that means most of them may not be successful. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So now I am going to give you exactly 1 minute time to all of you, including Madam who is talking to me. Everybody else can also give the answers on the chat box. Is the chat box open to all of you now?
Yes, sir.
In the chat box, can you please tell me, we want all the students passing out of our colleges to be successful in their profession. If they need to be successful, what are the attributes which they need to acquire, inculcate, and possess by the time they complete the 4 years of engineering course? Have you understood my question? What are the attributes which they require? What are the attributes which they require? What are
PO,
the attributes which they require? What are the
PO,
which they
PO1 to PO12, sir. Engineering
yeah,
knowledge, domain knowledge, problem solving.
yes, you told me problem
There are
solving.
12 program outcomes are designed by the ACT, sir. Those
Yes, yes.
outcomes we are following, sir.
Correct. So these are the attributes. Attributes. You must have heard of attributes of a global engineer. Have you heard of attributes of a global engineer, Washington Accord?
Yes,
So
sir.
now, can you read us? Can you read us for the benefit of all of us? What are the attributes of a global engineer according to the Washington Accord? First one.
Should I read, sir?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir. Engineering knowledge,
Yes.
problem analysis, design or development of solutions,
Yes.
investigation, the engineer and society, environment and sustainability, ethics, individual and teamwork, communication, project management, lifelong learning.
Fantastic. So these are the
12 attributes.
approximately
12
list of
attributes, sir.
attributes which every engineer should acquire, inculcate, and possess by the time they go out of the campus. So if you are having these 1 dozen attributes approximately, you are likely to be on the right path. You are likely to be on the right path towards success in your profession. So now, if these are the attributes of an engineer, it does not mean that non-engineering students need not procure or have it. That is why I think all of us are familiar with NBA. I think you know what is NBA, right? National Bureau of Accreditation. So they have given the graduate attributes, which means it is applicable not only for engineer, but also for any graduate. Maybe the word engineering knowledge is given there or engineer and society is given here. That does not mean that these attributes are meant only for engineering student. These are meant for any graduate. And now madam will read all the 12 attributes given as per NBA. Can you please read, madam?
So I didn't get you, sir. Should I read again the same thing?
Yeah, this is a different list, but this is given by NBA, and the previous list is given by the Washington Accord internationally.
Okay.
So I just wanted you
I'll
to
read,
look
sir.
at, yeah.
Engineering knowledge, problem analysis, design or development of solution, conduct investigations of complex problems, modern tool usage, the engineer and society, environment and sustainability, ethics, individual and teamwork, communication, project management and finance, lifelong learning.
So you saw that almost all the attributes given by Washington Accord and all the attributes given by the graduate attributes given by NBA, they are all one and the same. Do you agree?
Yeah, sir.
So somebody said, I'm teaching to BBA students or MBA students. Will the list of attributes be same or different? It may have less number of bullets, but if you go get into the each bullet, it is also conveying the same thing. But for the benefit of all
Maybe
of
same
us,
concept, sir.
yeah.
Concept
So
may be the same.
can you just read these 6 bullets, madam?
Yes, sir. Attributes of management graduates: deeper knowledge in subject areas, capacity to engage in self-reflection and lifelong learning, team building and leadership skills, communication, creativity and critical thinking skills, and problem solving skills suitable for a variety of fields of employment. Capacity to take up social and civic responsibilities relating to the environment and the society. Deep understanding of and respect for diversity, pluralistic societies and other cultures. Adherence to the highest standards of ethical behavior.
So thank you for reading all the 3 slides. But now what I wanted to conclude is whether you look at Washington Accord attributes list or whether you look at the graduate attributes given by NBA or you look at the attributes of management graduates, the English words are same. It is the same. Maybe in one place it is listed as 1 to 12, in another place it is 11, in another place it is 6, but if you break up everything, it all refers to the similar
Same
attributes.
things.
So
Yes,
that
sir.
is what. So as a teacher, as a faculty member, all of us should take the responsibility and accountability of inculcating these attributes into our students because they spend nearly 3 years in a degree course and 4 years in engineering course in the colleges. Do you agree with that, madam?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, you don't have to worry. You are not going to talk about this, but your way of teaching, learning in the classroom will change so that all these attributes, without your knowledge, without the students' knowledge, will be acquired by the students, all the 12 attributes over a period of 4 years. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now whether it is management graduates or MCA graduates or just general graduates or engineering graduates, all attributes are right. So now I want all of you in the chat box you can enter. See, there are 12 attributes on the slide. Obviously, we want to know from each one of you, can you pick up which is the most important 5 attributes for our students? Five. Can you pick
So
up the top,
first
the
one,
most
communication
important?
skills, sir.
Yeah,
Communication skills. First one.
communication skills.
First one.
Yeah,
And then they should know how to use the modern tool.
modern tool usage,
Yes, sir. And then fit into individual and teamwork,
individual and teamwork,
and then lifelong learning.
lifelong learning. You gave me 4. One more if you are asked to select. Which one will you select?
Engineering knowledge, sir.
Engineering knowledge. So I am sure almost everybody who is there in the video conferencing call will agree with the madam. with a little difference. Maybe madam selected engineering knowledge and somebody may select problem analysis. It's okay. But all 12 are equally important. There is no point in saying which are the five most important attributes, because all are equally important. But for our graduates, for our students, for our state students, our college students, our university students, our country students, which are the top five, and I think across the country, I came to know that almost everybody is giving this, and we call them as essential attributes. What are those essential attributes, madam? You are able to see the slide?
The same slide is visible, sir.
Yeah, no, essential attributes, five square.
Yeah, now I got it, sir.
Yeah.
Communication, teamwork, deeper learning, self-learning, problem solving.
Fantastic. So you told communication, you told teamwork, maybe you told engineering knowledge. Yeah, lifelong learning. But we have called it as deeper learning. In fact, one faculty member said the word deeper learning is not there in this list. How dare you say that? How dare you say that?
Lifelong learning is something which is related to deeper learning only.
Yes. So now, when I asked what do you mean by deeper learning, one of the faculty member told it is a combination of all the first 5 points. It is a combination of all the first points. What it means is, if every student has got a deeper learning of all the subjects which are taught to him in his degree course, then he will have engineering knowledge, he will be able to analyze the problem, he will be able to design a solution, he will be able to develop a solution, he will be able to conduct investigation of complex problems, he will be able to use the modern tools. Are you able to understand, madam?
Yes, sir.
So that is the advantage of deeper learning. What do you mean by deeper learning? It is combination of the first 5 attributes given in the NBA list. So if a student has got a deeper learning of all the subjects which are taught by the teachers to him during the 4 years of degree or 3 years of degree, then he will be able to take care of the first 5 attributes. That is what is the meaning of deeper learning. And the fourth one is self-learning, which is also not exactly called as self-learning. So why? Because every student will attend 50 hours of theory class, or maybe 15 hours or 50 hours of laboratory class, but that's all he can attend for a particular subject. But all the information about a subject cannot be taught by the teacher within the 4 walls of the classroom. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Therefore,
The student has to learn by himself.
Certain things on his own with the support and advice and guidance and mentoring of a student by the teacher. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir. That
Yes.
is why we are called as facilitators now, sir.
Correct. You are all called as facilitators. That is why we facilitate learning into them. Of course, we do take about 45 to 50 hours per course as per the UGC or as per AICTE or as per university. So the fifth one is problem solving. Problem solving has already come there as a part of deeper learning. But why is that it is listed separately? Some faculty asked me. For which
even I have the same doubt.
Fantastic. Madam, you are teaching to the students of engineering college or a degree college?
Engineering, sir.
Engineering college. Let us take your own example of engineering college students. Madam, can you tell me, you are a professor of English, so all of us will learn English from you today. Tell me, madam, what is the dictionary meaning of the word engineer?
Engineering is actually what we can do. So whatever we have learned, it should be applied.
Yes. So according to you, if you learn something, you should be capable of applying. Then
it.
Be called as an engineer. I appreciate your quick answer. I'm not saying you're right, nor I'm saying you're wrong, because multiple ways we can explain the meaning of an engineer.
Yes.
But in order to save the time, let me also tell you, according to one of the best dictionaries of the world, the definition of engineer, the meaning of engineer, shall I tell you, madam?
Yes, sir, please, sir.
Just three words. Three words is the meaning of the word engineer. And the three words are creative problem solver.
Creative problem solver, sir.
That is the actual meaning of the word engineer. Creative problem solver. Correct? Problem solving is not, what is a plus b whole squared or what is x minus y whole squared. That is
No,
not a
sir.
problem.
In our
Problem is
daily life, whatever we come across the
whatever
problems, we need to
challenges,
solve.
difficulties, concerns, problems, all these are. But somebody said, what is the meaning of creative problem solver? For which I wanted to give you one small example. Madam, all of us have a mobile phone. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, I'm not going to ask you what is the cost. I'm not going to ask you what is the make. And you know what are the facilities available in that mobile phone, or the features of the mobile phone are known to you. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now I'm going to, you have already paid some amount of X to get that mobile phone, and you are getting some features, and let us call that as Y, right?
Yes, sir.
Now I'm going to give you a mobile phone for half the price with double the number of features. Half the price, double the number of features. Would you like to buy next time? Half the price and double the number of features. Would you like to buy next time?
Naturally, sir.
Yes. But now I will tell you little more about the product which is half the price, double the features. The weight of the mobile phone is 500 kilograms.
No, sir. I don't want. I cannot
So
carry
that
it.
is the point. That is the point. So, but my mobile phone is also doing double the number of features, double the number of operations, and at half the price. It is also good. I have solved the problem of all, but the problem is my solution was not creative. Are you understanding the meaning of creative problem solver?
Yeah, sir. I'm getting your
So
point.
that is what now, having understood what are the essential attributes required for us, for our students, now you can easily interpret the title of today's session, Construction of Shared Knowledge in Collaborative Problem Solving. See, problem solving is one of the attributes which our graduates have to acquire, inculcate, and possess. They should also know what is teamwork, collaboration, group work, whatever it is, we will discuss in detail immediately. And knowledge, and it is shared knowledge, that is what is communication. So now all the words have been related to our context. Are you getting my point? All the words have been discussed just now for the title of the session. Now, I will be happy if somebody else also can, come online, because Madam has spoken to me for quite a bit of time. Now, Madam, you can switch off your video, but some other professor will switch on the video.
Thank you,
Am
sir.
I right?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for the interaction. I hope you enjoyed interacting with the trainer, right?
Sure, sir.
So now who is coming next is most important. Who is coming next? Somebody has to switch on the video. You cannot be feeling shy to switch on the video because you are a God. You are a God, right? Yeah, who is coming online? Yes. So now, can I request you to switch on your audio, madam? Audio. You are on mute.
Myself, sir.
Some other madam has come on the screen, but her name is not visible.
Okay.
Oh, now she has gone off the screen. She has switched off the video. I don't know why.
Maybe she might have had some technical
Now,
issues.
anybody else who would like to switch on the video, audio, and speak to me? Quickly, you have to do that because we cannot waste a lot of time in requesting you to switch on the video and audio. Somebody has to switch on. Otherwise, I will continue with the.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, so some madam has come now. I think madam is not able to switch on that. Mute button now. she is wearing a blue saree or something like that. But she is also talking to somebody on the left side of her. She is not switching on the audio. How can she speak to us? Okay, then I will speak to Vidya Niketan madam only for the next 2 hours. What else can I do? Because others are not willing to switch on. Now, say audio problem, video problem, I cannot help because all of you are born with mobile phones in your.
Sir, Harshali madam has come, sir. I think, am I right, madam? Your name
Yes,
is
ma'am.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Name is not on the screen. Maybe that is why. Okay, madam, your good name?
My name is Professor Harshali Patil, sir.
From which place?
I am from Shegaon, District Buldhana, Maharashtra State.
Which college?
SSGMC, that stands for Shri Sant Gajanan Maharaj College of Engineering.
Fantastic. It is in Maharashtra.
Yes, sir, in District Buldhana.
So you teach which in which department?
Sir, I am from actually Applied Sciences and Humanities Department, but then I teach to third year and final year student.
What subjects, like, for example?
My subjects are like communication skills, principles of management, then
Fantastic.
industrial management and quality control, and I am also assistant training and placement officer into my college.
Very good, madam. So
Yes.
now I think you heard all the discussion for the last few minutes, right? Almost we have been talking for the last half an hour approximately. Is that right?
Yes.
So
Yes,
now,
sir. I was actually, sir, I just came, like I joined here from last 15 minutes because I
okay,
was away from here for certain official work and I just came.
no problem,
So
no
through
problem.
chat, I came, like I'm finding out what exactly is going on.
Okay.
So, yes, sir.
Now, last few minutes, I think you must have heard, we discussed about what are the attributes of a graduate, and then we listed NBA graduates and other, Washington Accord list and MBA graduates, all that we discussed, and then we said all are equally important, but these five essential attributes are very, very important for our students. Not that others
Yes.
are not important, but these five are equally important. Am I
Yes,
right?
sir.
One
Yes,
of
sir.
them is
Yes.
communication. Now that you are teaching communication skills, etc., for the students, can you tell me in one or two words what is the dictionary meaning of the word communication, madam?
Sir, communication in one or two word. Communication is derived from Latin word communicare, which means to share.
Fantastic. So now I'm just going to give you the dictionary meaning of the word communication as per Oxford Dictionary or Cambridge Dictionary. If you refer to both the dictionaries, you might get slightly different words, but all means the same thing. One of the dictionaries says communication means conveying information.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Some other
Conveying,
dictionaries conveying message.
conveying message. Yes.
And after that, yourself, you said sharing of information.
Yes.
I disagree with the definition given by the dictionaries of English for this word communication. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Explain.
So your voice is breaking in between.
Okay, you are able to hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I'm disagreeing with the definition of the word communication or the meaning of the word communication given in the best dictionaries of the world. So when I
Okay.
told this, one teacher said, how dare you disagree with the best dictionaries like Oxford Dictionary, Cambridge Dictionary? I said, yes, I am not, my mother tongue is not English, but I still disagree. He said, why? When I said I disagree with the definition of the word communication, can you tell me what are the two questions you would like to ask me, madam? I am disagreeing with the definition given in the dictionary for the word communication. What are the two questions you would like to ask me?
Sir, why do you disagree with this word? That would be the first question.
Why do you disagree with the definition or the meaning of the word communication given in the
Given by
English
the
dictionary?
dictionary. Yes, yes. And what is meaning of communication then from your point of view?
Fantastic. So you will get two chocolates from the organizing committee for giving beautiful answers, right? So
Yes.
now
Thank you,
please
sir.
listen to me, and I'm sure all the about 85 people are attending this video conferencing call, as I can see here. So all of you are hearing my voice and our discussion, and you are speaking on your behalf as well as on behalf of all the 85 participants. Now I
Yes,
will
sir.
tell you a small story. I will tell you a small story so that you can understand why I am disagreeing. Can I tell the story?
Yes, sir. Definitely. Sure, sir.
Now, I have been asked to teach. I have been asked to teach a subject. I have been asked to teach a subject to all the 85 people who are there in the video conferencing call. Right?
Yes, sir.
I was given the syllabus copy, textbook, reference book, everything was given to me. And I also asked the principal of the college how many hours I have to complete the syllabus. He said 50 hours. I did the syllabus copy. I divided the syllabus into 50 parts. I divided the syllabus into 50 parts. Why? Because I have 50 hours to complete the syllabus. Then I
Okay.
read the textbook and the reference book for nearly 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And I took 50 A4 sheets and started writing on every sheet what are the things which I need to do in that 1 hour time. Filled up all the 50 A4 sheets after dividing the complete syllabus into 50 parts. Are you able to understand?
Yes,
And
sir.
then the principal told me that we'll do video recording of your class for every class. I said no problem. So first hour, I went to the first hour and then delivered, shared the content, conveyed the message, or conveyed the information. As
Sir, your voice is breaking in between.
now you are able to hear.
Yes, sir. I think you have to maintain that distance so that it become more clear. If
Yes,
you come closer to your laptop, then your voice is getting breaking actually.
now you are able
Yes.
to hear me.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now listen to
Yes,
me.
sir.
I took 50 hours and 50 recordings have been done. 50 hours, 50 DVDs are made. I have come 100% information as per the textbook, as per the syllabus. I have conveyed to my students. 100% I have conveyed, shared the information, conveyed the message, conveyed the information, all as per the dictionary of English. After that, I went on leave for 2 days. Just because I am on leave, that doesn't mean the college will be closed. But because I was on leave, my hour, the principal himself, along with HOD, went to the class and asked, "Has Satheesh Kumar completed the syllabus?" Yes, sir. How many hours he has taken? 50 hours, sir. Has he conveyed all the information? Yes, sir. Has he shared all the information? Yes, sir. Has he conveyed all the message? Yes, sir. The last question the principal and HOD asked the students was, "Have you understood?" No, sir. Have you understood? They told, "No, sir." But I have conveyed the message, I have conveyed the information, I have shared the information as per the three different dictionaries of English. And there is a video recording of all my lectures. There is a proof, there is an evidence that I have conveyed the message, I have conveyed the information, I have shared the message, I have shared the information. But the student said, "We have not understood." Now tell me, being an English communication skills teacher, am I a good communicator? If my students have told me that they have not understood, but I have conveyed the information.
Yes, sir. Since you took all kind of, yes, sir. Can I continue?
Understood why I am disagreeing. Conveying information, conveying message, sharing information, sharing
It's a
message,
part of communication. It's only a part.
but that is not the complete
Correct.
definition of communication.
I
Now,
agree, sir. I agree.
the answer for the next question. What, according to me, is the right definition for communication, which is not given in the English dictionary? Shall I?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir. Sure.
can just listen to me. Afterwards, you can write down if necessary. It may appear that my definition is complicated, but it is okay, right? Now, my definition is in quotes. you know what is the meaning of it. I'm going to give you the definition of the word communication. I should understand that you understood.
Yes. Sir, I'm not, your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking actually.
I should
I think you
understand.
should keep that microphone properly, I think.
Now it is, see, I've already connected microphone.
That mic I'm saying.
You are able to hear me?
Not properly, sir.
Now?
Now.
You are able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I will repeat the definition of communication. I should
To
understand
understand that you have understood.
that you are understood in the way I wanted you to understand.
Yes, yes.
So I should understand that you understood
You
in the
have
way I
understood.
wanted you to understand.
Yes, sir.
That is
Sure.
what might appear to be difficult for a student to remember the definition, but you see, it is not a complicated sentence. I should understand that you understood in the way I wanted you to understand.
Understand. Yes,
So,
yes.
some faculties, can you give a smaller definition for this? Because it's very complicated for me to remember. I should understand that you understood in the way I wanted you to understand. बहुत मुश्किल रट्टा करने को लिए
Okay.
मुश्किल है ना
Sir, your
Are
voice
you able
got
to
stuck,
hear me?
sir.
Oh,
It's not clear.
it is not clear. So what I will do, I will connect to a better quality network. Don't worry. Now it is you are able to hear.
Yes, sir. Now it is okay, sir. I again lost the connection, sir.
Hello. Are you
Yes, sir,
able
now.
to? Are you
Now.
able to hear me? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Now, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
think
sir.
there is some. You are able to hear me. I think all of
Yes.
you got the definition of. All of you got the definition of communication.
Communication.
Why did I
Yes.
tell you? Now I think the communication skills master is there with us. Communication skills master is there with us, and she is also agreeing with this definition. I should understand that you understood in the way I wanted you to understand.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
somebody said, can you give me smaller definition? I'll give you the meaning of this word communication in 2 words. Can I give you the meaning of this complete sentence in 2 words?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Please, sir.
Shared understanding.
Wow, sir. Super, sir.
Shared
Understanding.
understanding. Shared understanding.
Shared understanding. Yes.
Are you able
Very
to get?
correct, sir. Very correct.
Very correct,
Yeah,
sir.
shared understanding. So now, why did I tell you all this? Because if you look at the title of today's slide, construction of shared knowledge in collaborative problem solving. We are trying to understand why that word shared has come here. Why the word shared has come here in the title of today's topic. Because communication means shared understanding. Communication is one of them. And now we understood communication means shared understanding. So that is what is the title which says, the title of the slide, I think I will show you the title of today's session. I know we are taking a lot of time to understand the title itself. Construction of shared knowledge in collaborative problem solving. Are you able to get my point, madam? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now that word shared, now I'm sure people are able to understand why the word shared is a part of the title today. Is
Yes,
it
sir.
clear to you? I think
Yeah, sir.
now
It's
nobody has
clear.
switched. Nobody has switched on the video. I wanted to have the body language of the participant, at least one participant, to interact. Who is switching on the video? That Maharashtra madam's video is also gone. Now madam is back. So how come the names are not displayed now? So surprisingly. Okay, madam. Now will you please tell me what all that we discussed about what is the meaning of communication?
Shared
In 2
understanding,
words.
sir.
Shared understanding. So now we understood the title. There was one word, shared knowledge. So now
Yes,
the
sir.
knowledge has to be shared, and that for that good communication is required. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Now the word collaborative. Let us also understand the meaning of collaborative. So now let me ask you one question, madam. Have you heard of the word teamwork?
Yes, sir.
Now, can you tell me what is the meaning of teamwork? I
Working
think we
together, sir, to
working
achieve
together,
a common goal.
a common goal. Fantastic. So now, let me also discuss little bit of teamwork, collaboration, group work, and let us try to understand the difference between all these terminologies so that we understand the title very easily.
Sure,
Now,
sir.
every village in India has got a pin code. Every village in India has got a pin code. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by pin in the pin code? Pin is PIN. What does that PIN means? I think madam voice is
Permanent
breaking.
identification number, sir.
What identification number?
Permanent.
Permanent identification number. I think madam is getting influenced by PAN card.
Yes, sir.
Madam is getting influenced by PAN
Maybe that
card.
is wrong.
So now you know why we discussed about PAN card. If it was the right answer, maybe we wouldn't have discussed about PAN card, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just
Sir,
to,
sir, it
yeah,
means postal index number.
yes. Who has given that answer? Can you please switch on your video?
Yes, sir. This is me.
But you are switching off the video. If I cannot
Uh,
see body
act-
language of a student or a teacher, I will not like to, conduct a session at all. Okay.
okay.
Now,
Sorry,
other
sir, for
madam
that.
can switch off the video from Vidya Niketan College.
Shall I, sir? Shall I switch off?
Got some problem of video, and now DO, somebody by name has come on there. Madam DO, I don't know whether I am pronouncing your name properly. I'm pronouncing your name properly.
API.
Hello, sir. It's
Yeah,
pronounced as DOPRE.
no, I'm not able to hear your voice. I think everybody is
It's
facing problem, right? Shall I try to change the network? Are you able to hear me, Maharashtra, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
hear me, right?
But in between, your voice get completely off, sir. Means we can't hear you.
Change the network, be online, be online. You are able to hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is better than before
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
because I have multiple networks here because of poor quality of Airtel. Okay, suddenly again you stop talking to me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now it is better. It is
We are
better
just
now.
listening to you, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I want to interact with you. It is not listening, it is interaction which is required. Okay, now somebody told me the full form of PIN is postal index number. P stands for post, I stands for index, N stands for number. So in other words, PIN is a short form and postal index number is a full form. In other words, PIN is an abbreviation, PIN is an acronym, right? Nobody is saying yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. But I have to see the face of a particular faculty member. Somebody else, DO, DPS, Madam Gaya.
Sir, it's
Madam,
Deopyari. My name is Deopyari. It's
okay.
it's
Yeah.
somewhat unique name.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
You are from which place?
So
No, madam
I'm
is
attending this session from Bihar. Gaya.
fantastic. You are in which institute? You are in which institute?
Sir, I'm working in Delhi Public School, Gaya.
Fantastic. So let me also interact with you for 1 or 2 minutes. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Now you understood what is the acronym for PIN, postal index number. Am I right?
Yes, sir. So it
Now
can be
I'm.
used as personal identification number as well.
Oh, but my
Like
thing
when we are
is,
using bank transactions, so
you
it's
are
using
right.
like PIN numbers.
When I said every village in India has got a PIN code, I said
So
every
that is
village.
postal index number. Postal
Ah,
index number.
postal index number. Similarly, I am saying, what is the spelling of the word team? Spelling of the word team.
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 T TEAM.
Now I am saying team is also an acronym. Can you tell me what is the full form of team?
Don't know, sir.
So now anybody else in the group can tell me what is the full form of team? I think from Bihar, madam is facing a video network problem. So I'm able to see her, I'm able to hear her, but continuity is not there. Who else is coming on the line? Who else
Sir,
is coming?
shall
Yeah,
I tell, sir?
yeah, you tell me, but you have to switch on your video.
I have switched on, sir.
Okay, now tell me what is the full form of team? What?
Together, sir, together, everyone achieves more.
Achieves more.
Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
You got 4 chocolates at a time. Together everybody achieves more. Together everybody achieves
Achieves.
more. Am I right? So anybody from computer science or electronics is there in the video conferencing call? Anybody from the electronics department or computer science department or mathematics department or physics department, are you there? Can you please switch on, because I want to ask something related to your subject. I'm not going to conduct a test, but I'm going to talk to you about the significance of the teamwork. Can you please switch on the video? Nobody is switching on. I don't know what I should do. Anybody from electronics department, computer science department, information science department? I think all of you are able to hear my voice, right? Nobody is talking. Meena Sundari has come there. Please start. And DO madam is there. PRE is there. No problem. Meena Sundari, are you there? Please start Irian webcam. Meena Sundari madam, are you able to talk to me?
Sir, am I audible?
Are you able to hear me? I think only PRE madam is there. But I wanted somebody from computer science or information technology, IT department or electronics to come online. Nobody is coming online. Meena Sundari is trying to come on the line looking for the phone. Meena Sundari, can you say hello to me?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, you are from which department?
Sir, I am from chemistry department.
Okay. So are you familiar with three basic gates? You are not familiar.
Sir, I think. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, tell me. Nobody is talking to me. Some phones are ringing. Okay, now I think I am not going to get the answers from anybody because nobody is willing to talk. And that is how we have spent 2 years of webinars. Okay, PRE madam, you only come on screen, then I will talk to you, though you are from an international school. Okay. Madam, very simple question for you. According to mathematics, what is 1 plus 1?
So 2.
2. Very simple question. You know, according to digital electronics, there is an OR gate which is similar to
Yes,
addition.
sir.
OR gate has got two
Yes.
inputs
Yes, sir.
and it has got one
Yes, sir.
output. If you give 1 and 1
Yes,
as
sir.
input, you get the output as 1.
Yes,
I
sir.
think you must have studied that, right? OR gate, basic gates.
Yes, sir.
OR gate,
Yes,
AND
sir.
gate,
OR
NOT
gate,
gate
NOT
are.
gate, LOG,
Yes,
NOT gate.
yes, there are so many gates are
The
there.
logic
NAND
gates.
gate,
Sir, they are
logic
these are
gates,
the
logic
logic
gates.
gates.
Yes. So
Logic gates.
now,
Yes, sir.
out of these NOR and NAND are called universal gates, and
Yes.
OR and NOT are called basic gates. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes.
according to the mathematics, 1 plus 1 is 2. According to OR gate, which is similar to addition, 1 plus 1 is 1.
Yes, sir.
Right? But according to Govinda, who is a film actor in Mumbai, ek aur ek. According to
Repeat. So, pardon,
Govinda,
sir.
who is a film actor in Mumbai, ek aur ek. Do you know the
11.
answer? You have ek aur
11.
ek, 11.
11. 11.
11.
Yes, sir.
So now you see,
Yes, sir.
mathematics teacher says 1 plus 1 is 2. Digital electronics teacher
Yes.
says 1 plus 1 is 1. Govinda says ek
Yes,
aur
sir.
ek, 11. So now the student doesn't know what to do. Student doesn't know what to do. Right? So he
Yes.
says, I will do Ratta for English maths exam as 1 plus 1, 2. And I will do Ratta for 1 plus 1 equal to 1 for digital electronics logic gates. And for Govinda, I will say ek aur ek, 11. But my dear faculty members, that is the meaning of teamwork. Ek aur ek, 11 is teamwork. If you work individually, you are equivalent to 1. If your colleague works individually, he is equivalent to 1. At most, you will become 2 for the institute. But if you work as a team, you will be equivalent to 11. And if you haven't seen that Hindi film Ek aur Ek 11, you can download that free of cost from internet and see when you are totally free. You will realize the importance of a teamwork. And that is what is, we call it as teamwork, collaboration, etc. Am I right? Are you understanding now? So now
Yes,
why
sir.
am I discussing about communication? Why am I discussing about collaboration or teamwork? You understood, because they are two different attributes which are required for all of our students so that they will be successful in their profession. Otherwise, you know what is happening to many of our students. We should not talk on a video conferencing call. What many of our students are doing or not supposed to do. Very few of them are successful. The rest of them are just struggling to make both ends meet. It is because
Lack the application of these
yes.
skills in their daily
So
lives.
now for that, the teamwork is required among the faculty members. Teamwork is required among the students. But that is not happening. That is not happening because of healthy competition, etc. Am I right? So now collaboration, teamwork, you understood. Now let me ask one question to the madam. Now I am going to ask you a question. I am going to ask you a question, madam. Can I ask you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now please listen to my question. Please listen to my question. What is the difference between group work and teamwork, madam?
So group work means when it is just a collective work which many people are doing. But in
Yes.
teamwork, they are actually achieving a goal that is similar in all the individual. That is the main goal. They have a common goal to achieve.
Correct.
So this is
Correct.
the main difference between
So
group
that's
work
the
and
main
teamwork, I
difference.
guess.
I want all of you to understand the difference between teamwork and group work, because many of us are working as a group in every department. Many of us are working as a group in every department. But the problem is,
So group work, people are don't have their common goals. They all are working, but they are not working together. Means they all are working under the same thing, but they are not achieving the same goal. So
so now can you please tell me, are you able to see a screen slide?
no, sir.
You are not able to see any PowerPoint presentation slide?
No, sir.
I have shared one slide, and that is the difference between working group and teamwork. So now I am going to share the screen once again. Now you are able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
what is that?
So HBR article on discipline of teams.
Yes. So HBR means, Harvard Business Publishing Group.
Okay,
Okay?
okay. Yes, sir.
Harvard.
Yes, I follow that
Yeah.
in
What is
on
the first
LinkedIn, sir.
line? What is the first line?
Difference between a working group and a team.
Yes.
Working
What
group has a
line?
strong focused leader, but a team has shared responsibilities.
And what is the next line?
In a WG, you are only accountable individually, whereas in a team, you have individual and mutual accountability.
And what is the last sentence?
WG has efficient meetings. Team have problem solving meetings.
Fantastic. WG stands for what?
It's for working group.
Yes. So now can you tell me, you understood the difference between working group and teamwork, right?
Yes, sir.
Working group, no doubt, has efficient meetings, but nobody is taking that, mutual accountability. Everybody is taking individual accountability. When you
Yes.
take individual accountability, as you said, the goal and the purpose will not be solved, or the goal will not be reached. So teams have problem solving meetings. They will solve all the problems which are there in order to achieve the goal. So now, when I discussed about this particular slide with the faculty members in 24 states of our country, I asked them to give me honest answer. What is actually happening in your department? Are you working as a working group or a team? 99%
Okay.
of them told me working group. So therefore, working groups, you will have efficient meetings, but meeting will be only meeting. That is all. Nothing will happen. So that is why I want all of you to appreciate the meaning of teamwork, right? So now I don't have to tell you more about teamwork. Now she will read one slide. She will read one slide. Can you read this, madam?
Yes, sir. I can do things you cannot. You can do things I cannot. Together, we can do great things, said by Mother Teresa.
So I don't have to explain to you because all of us understand. I can do things you cannot. You can do things I cannot. Together we can do great things. Same thing is applicable to the students. Same thing is applicable to faculty members. So that is the importance of the teamwork. Can you please read the next slide, madam?
Yes, sir. The strength of a team is each individual member. The strength of each member is the team,
So
said
that is
by
why
Phil
we should
Jackson.
not, that is the importance of the team. So you become
Yes,
efficient because you are a part of the team, and team becomes efficient because you are there again. So it is both ways. And the last sentence about the team, can you read the top two lines?
individually, we are one drop. Together, we are an ocean.
Yes. So that is
Building,
what I want. I want all of you to understand. Team is not just a group of people. Can you please read what is written here?
a team is not a group of people who work together. A team is a group of people who trust each other.
So that has to come. Otherwise, it will become a working group forever. And when a working group, nothing will happen other than conducting meetings. No doubt they are efficient meetings, but not solving problems for which the meeting has been called for. So that is what is all about collaboration. I wanted all of you to appreciate that. Now let me discuss with this madam from the Delhi Public School. Am I right, madam?
Yes, sir.
So now you are speaking not on your personal behalf, you are speaking on behalf of many of us, right? Let
Yes,
us
sir.
see what is told by the research, right? So can you read what is the first sentence?
Whenever heterogeneous experts work together, shared knowledge comes into play.
That is what heterogeneous group is required. So when you make a team, it is not necessary that all similar people will be there in the team. It is heterogeneous means not homogeneous. So by research, heterogeneous group, when they work together, shared knowledge comes into play because they are heterogeneous group. So I want you to understand the meaning of shared knowledge because one can share the knowledge with others and it will be more prominent when you are a heterogeneous group. What is the next point, madam?
Collaborative work between peers provide a particularly rich environment for studying learning.
So that is what collaborative work. It is not just group work or working group. It is that collaboration. It is that teamwork which we discussed so much. That provides a particularly rich environment for studying and learning. And the next sentence.
The social situation maintains student motivation and naturally elicits verbal communication.
So you have to create that social situation inside the class. But when I asked one faculty member who has got 20 years of experience, are you creating that social situation inside the class? He says, no, sir. I said, what happened? Sir, the first thing I do after I enter the classroom is to tell the students maintain pin drop silence. When students are maintaining pin drop silence, it is not a social situation. When there is no social situation, there is no motivation. There is no motivation and there is no communication happening between the students or between the teacher and the students. They are just listening. That is why I told all of you, when you told me all of you are listening, I said, no, that is not important. You have to interact with me. Only when you interact with me, there is communication, there is, all other things which can happen here. So can you read the last sentence?
Furthermore, several prominent theorists have argued that learning is fundamentally a social activity.
Learning is fundamentally a social activity. You cannot learn otherwise. So you have to create that type of situation. Can you please tell me what is the next bullet point?
Successful collaboration involves a large degree of mutual engagement, joint decision making, and discussion.
Yes, I want you to pay attention to this. See, there is a difference between collaboration and successful collaboration. We want all collaborative work to become successful. And it involves large degree of mutual engagement. It is not that only one person will speak. That is why I always tell in the webinar that I want you to talk, I want you to ask, I want you to answer, I will ask, I will answer. So it is a large degree of mutual engagement. Do you agree with that, madam?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Large degree of mutual engagement, joint decision making. See, when we spoke with that Maharashtra madam who is teaching communication skills, I think we all took a decision jointly that this should be the revised definition of communication. And we had a lot of discussion. I told some stories, she told her views. So discussion is happening, decision making is happening, engagement is happening. All this is possible only when there is collaboration. And if there is no collaboration, there is no learning, there is no problem solving, there is no useful outcome which is going to happen, and in a coordinated effort to solve the problem together. So it is not individually we are solving, because you said ek aur ek 11, ek aur ek 11. So that is what I wanted all of you to understand. Is that clear to you, madam, all that which we discussed till now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now you talk to me not as a teacher in the school, but as a generally a faculty member. Every faculty member goes to the classroom. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
And may take 1 hour class at a time. Do you agree?
Yes, sir. 45 minutes.
45 minutes, 50 minutes, and 1 hour class. During that 1 hour class, the teacher asks 1 or 2 questions to the students?
Yes, sir.
Honestly tell me, do you get the answers from the students?
So if we the questions are interesting and engage all of them, then
So
obviously
now
we
you
get lots of answers at a time.
I gave you a question, but you told if this happens, if this happens, if that happens, then they will answer. Otherwise, no. That is what you are trying to do. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Generally, if you take the statistics across the country in all the almost 50,000 colleges in India, maybe it is more than 3 lakhs colleges if you put all types of colleges, right? So now, do you think students are answering for the question asked by the teacher honestly? Very rarely. Do you agree with
No,
that?
sir. Very rare. Yes, sir.
Very rarely. Now, I will tell you what happens. What happens? Can you guess? Can you guess what could be one of the reasons why students are not answering the question?
So they may be thinking that their answer will not be appropriate or acceptable by the teacher sometimes.
Fantastic. In fact, I have conducted faculty development programs, leadership programs for HODs and deans and principals across 24 states for the last 16 years. So we have trained more than 30,000 faculty members, which includes, 550 principals and about 5,500 HODs and maybe about 10,000 students across the country, across the engineering colleges. We have touched about 1,000 colleges for the last 16 years. What I understood is, I asked the same question to everybody, why they don't give an answer. The maximum response I got was, the students are not giving an answer because they feel that if their answer is wrong, others will laugh at them. Do you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Most of the time, they don't
Once
want to
I took,
try.
once I took a session for the students of final year engineering in one particular college. I am not mentioning the name of the college for the confidentiality. I asked the students, you are in final year? Yes, sir, we are in 8th semester. Okay. Does your teacher comes to the class? Yes, sir. Does he ask at least one question in that 1 hour or 45 minutes? Yes, sir. Do you give an answer? No, sir. Can you tell me why? They told, we feel that if our answer is wrong, other students will laugh at us. Of course, many other answers also they gave. They don't know the question, they don't know the answer, they were absent, they were not paying attention, they were playing with the mobile game or whatever it is. They were looking at the WhatsApp or YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, and they were looking into the photographs of Aishwarya Roy, but without knowing that Abhishek Bachchan has already married her. And if Abhishek Bachchan comes to know that Aishwarya Rai, somebody is dreaming, he will cut all the students vertically as well as horizontally into 4 pieces. So they are spending time, so they are not able to learn. They are not able to answer the questions. But most of the answers which I got was, we don't give an answer because we feel that if our answer is wrong, other students will laugh at us. Do you agree with that, madam?
Yes, sir. Most of the
Then
time it happens with our
Yes.
students.
Then I asked them, okay, I respect your view, I respect your answer, but I have some clarification. Students said, yeah, please clarify. You are afraid of giving an answer because you feel that if your answer is wrong, other students will laugh at you. Yes, sir. Other students can laugh at you provided they know that your answer is wrong. For them to know that your answer is wrong, they should know the right answer.
Correct answer. Yes, sir.
If they know the right answer, why they didn't answer? Are you able to understand my clarification? So then everybody got confused in that 8th semester class. Sir, give us 5 minutes time. We find out why we are not answering. And after 5 minutes, everybody came back and told me in presence of everybody, sir, the reason why we are not giving an answer is because of fear of failure. FOF. What is the full form of FOF?
Fear of failure.
Fear of
You just
failure.
said.
Do you agree with that? Because of fear of failure, they are not giving an answer. And then I told them, it's okay. Now please look at my slide and tell me what happens if a student is having a fear of failure. What happens if a student is having a fear of failure? Madam, can you please read only the first 3 lines? Are you able to hear me?
There is only one thing. Okay. Shall I read, sir?
Yeah, please read.
There is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve: the fear of failure.
Madam, can you please read once again? Giving respect to the colon.
There is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve: the fear of failure.
So now I think I don't have to explain to you. There is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve. And what is that one thing which makes a dream impossible to achieve?
The fear of failure.
Fear of failure. So now you agree with me, every student has got some goals and objectives and dreams in his life. He may not tell to his friends, he may not tell to teacher, but every student has got a dream to achieve, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Similarly, every teacher also has got a dream to achieve. One day you want to become a vice chancellor, one day you want to become an education minister. Am I right? You may not tell that to me, you may not tell that to your neighbors, but you must be having some dreams. Do you agree?
Yes, sir. Everyone has some dreams.
Yes. So now we being the faculty members, we want our students to achieve their dreams. Am I right?
Yes,
Only
sir.
when they achieve their dreams, they will be happy and we will be happy. But unfortunately, they are not able to achieve their dreams because the fear of failure. Do you agree?
Absolutely.
Yes or no?
Correct.
And
Yes.
somebody asked me who told this. I'm not doing marketing for this fellow. He has written a lot of books. He is a Brazilian author. Can you tell me?
Yes, sir. I have read most of his book. The one that was The Alchemist. The
His
Alchemist.
books are
The one of the
translated
famous
into,
book.
yes, his books have been translated into how many languages? As per
That
this
I
slide.
don't know, sir.
Oh, in the slide
It's written there. It's there. 81 languages.
and published in how many countries?
170 countries.
And how many copies have been sold?
The 210 million copies.
1 million is how many lakhs?
The 10 lakhs.
And 210 million is how many crores?
Around 21.
21 crore copies. I am not doing marketing. I am not advertising agent for him. Okay. Another scientist says, please read. Can you please read what is written here?
The greatest barrier to success is the fear of failure.
Yes. Everybody wants to be successful. Successful does not mean all of us should become Mukesh Ambani. Am I right? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Successful means, I am sure all of you will agree, roti, kapda or makan. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
The greatest barrier to success, the greatest obstacle to success is fear of failure. So, my dear faculty members, I want you to do something inside the classroom, outside the classroom, inside the practical lab or outside the practical lab, inside the campus or outside the campus, inside the mess or outside the mess, inside the hostel or outside the hostel. You have to do something in order to remove the fear of failure from the students. If the fear of failure is there, they will not be able to achieve their dreams and they are not going to be successful. So let us take the responsibility and accountability of removing the fear of failure from our students. Once that is removed,
So you are not audible.
are you able to hear my voice now, madam?
Yes, sir, you're audible now.
Okay, now there is another madam with specs here. Can you tell me your name, madam?
I'm Ramya.
You are from which college?
I'm from SRM.
Okay, you are from which department?
I'm from English and Foreign Languages.
Fantastic. So we will learn English from you.
You
So
said.
now tell me, now you understood what is the importance of removing the fear of failure from our students?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You are from SRM campus in Chennai?
Yes, sir. Katangalapur campus, main
Yes,
campus.
yes. That is the main campus. I have visited that campus more than 12 times for the last 12 years.
Oh, that's nice.
I have conducted a lot of faculty development programs. Maybe about 300 faculty members have attended my sessions.
Okay.
Because I take only 30 at a time. So 10 sessions, 300. So let me tell you now, why we discussed about this is, we should ensure that the fear of failure is not there in the students. Do you agree?
Yes.
I asked one teacher, how do you reduce the fear of failure? There are different methods are there. Can you tell one method? He said, sir, a teacher should be friendly with all students. He should be friendly with all students, but he should not be a friend of any student. He should not be a friend of any student. Can you tell me, madam, the meaning? A teacher should be friendly with all students, but he should not be a friend of any student.
Yes, sir. Being friendly is making them feel comfortable.
Yes.
And when you say, I'm your friend, you will step down, you will forget to tell them what is their mistake. You will cover them for whatever they do. That shouldn't be done.
Fantastic. So now you know that is one of the way to remove the fear of failure, but there are 100 different methods of removing the fear of failure. Why I discussed about this is, what is the minimum which is expected by any corporate company is two abilities are required. Ability to answer the questions, and the second ability is ability to ask the questions. Then only this technical interview, HR interview, aptitude test, written test or coding test, all that has got a meaning. So what are the two capabilities or abilities which every company looks in the students? Ability to answer the questions, and ability to ask the questions. Then I asked that corporate, suppose you say ability to answer the questions. If the answer is wrong, if the answer given by him is wrong, they said giving wrong answer is not a crime. Giving wrong answer is not a crime. Then I asked them, then what is crime? And the corporate said, not giving an answer is crime. Not giving an answer is crime. Are you getting my point, English madam? But,
Yes, sir.
but all our students are maintaining pin drop silence for 8 semesters. Because every teacher says maintain pin drop silence for the next 1 hour. So kindly understand the importance of ability to ask questions and ability to answer questions. Now I am going to ask you some questions to understand the today's topic little more clear. I know we have just half an hour left, but let us do as much as possible. Okay? Now, madam, I'm going to ask you a question. You have to answer the question. I'm not going to ask you any question from the syllabus. Okay? Asking a question and waiting for an answer is on one side. Asking a question and waiting for answer is on one side. Asking a question and giving you 4 options is on the other side. Generally, the audience will prefer which one?
Off late, the new technique is asking a question and having 4 options.
4 options.
Because
Can
we
you
are
tell me
trained
what
to this on
audience will prefer 4 options? Can you tell me?
Sir, I didn't get you, sorry.
Why audience prefers 4 options?
So they are selecting when you give them a choice to select, their thinking span reduces, so they'll be able to focus exactly on what is the answer.
Fantastic. And you know, when I asked this question to another faculty member in another faculty development program, why audience will prefer 4 options? And the faculty member told me the following answer. People prefer 4 options because the probability of getting the right answer is 25% even before the question is asked. The probability of getting the right answer is 25% even before the question is asked. Do you agree with that? Probability of getting the right answer is 25% even before I have asked the question, because 1 out of the 4 has to be right.
Right, exactly.
So when 1 out of the 4 is right, probability becomes 25%.
25.
Fantastic. So that is what we have to become. We are giving answers, but we have to give little more creative and innovative answers. That is what students are looking from us. Am I right? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let me ask you next question. The next question is, asking a question and giving 4 options is on one side. Asking a question and giving you 2 options is on the other side. The audience will prefer which one? Asking a question and giving you 4 options is on one side. Asking a question and giving you 2 options is on the other side.
Again, I feel they'll go for 4 options, sir.
I see. But many people told me for the last 30 plus years of my training experience, I found out everybody told me that they prefer 2 options, and I asked them why. They said the probability of getting the right answer is now 50%.
50%.
So therefore, they prefer 2 options.
2 options.
Am I right?
Yes.
So that is what. And when I was talking about this, one teacher said, "Why don't you give me 1 option?" So the moment I brought to
Then
your
you're saying the answer.
So the moment I brought to your notice the question asked by a teacher, there was a smile on your face without your knowledge. Why? Because that is a funny question. Why don't you give 1 option? So what is that I'm trying to tell to the teachers is, all of us should have the ability to create the smile on the face of a student at least for 1 minute in 1 hour time. By talking about the subject, not by talking about politics, or not by talking about film stars, not talking about celebrities, or not talking about Miss World and Miss Universe. Am I right? So that is what we should have the ability. So therefore, I told him I will not give you 1 option, because then there is no point in asking the question, because I have to give the right option. So therefore, there was a limitation on me. I have to give 2 options. Now I am going to give you 2 options for my next question, the option A and option B. And you have to select either A or B. You should not say none of the above or both of the above. Is that right? Because we are all teachers, we will come out with many things more than what is required. So that is not acceptable. You should not say both of the above or none of the above. Maybe both are equally likely, but still one of them will be 50.1%, other one will be 49.9%. Am I right? Both are equally likely, but still 50.1 is more than 49.9. So you have to select 50.1. Am I right? Okay. My first question is, all of us are teachers. My question is, what should happen in the classroom? A, teaching, B, learning. What should happen in the classroom? A, teaching, B, learning.
Learning, sir.
The learning.
See, everybody is trying to give an answer, learning. I did not I did not influence you. I appreciate you. Only the answer from all of you. Learning happens in all the classrooms of all the
Sorry, sir, your voice is
country.
your voice is breaking, sir.
What should happen in the classroom? Teaching or learning?
Learning.
Learning.
Is learning happening in all the classrooms, all the departments, all the colleges, all the states?
No, it doesn't happen.
I appreciate your answer. I appreciate your honesty. For your honesty, I will ask them to give you one chocolate. Okay? So now
Thank you.
please answer me. Please listen to me what one teacher said. Sir, we want learning to happen, but it is not happening. We feel very sad. That is the role of a teacher to ensure that the learning will happen in your class. In Hindi, it says Jimmedari and Jawabdari. In English, they say responsibility and accountability. So, teacher's responsibility and accountability is to ensure learning is happening in every 1 hour class. How to do that? You tell me. I will come to your college. I will conduct 1 month training or 1 week training or 10 days training so that I will tell you how to engage the students in such a way that learning will happen in every class. Is that right? Okay. So,
Yes,
my
sir.
next question, can I ask now?
Yes.
What should happen in the classroom was my first question. My second question is also same. You don't have to write once again. Good to have a teacher whose second question is same as the first question, right? What should happen in the classroom? A, passive learning, B, active learning.
Active learning.
See, people are giving the
Active
answers.
learning.
Earlier we were happy with learning. Now we want active learning, right?
Yes.
We want active learning. Now I'm going to ask you the third question. My third question is same as the first and second question. Wonderful teacher, same question 3 times. Right? What should happen in the classroom? A, active learning, B, interactive learning.
Interactive learning.
Interactive.
Interactive.
So, when I was discussing all this, one teacher said, sir, please ask the fourth question. I said, I am not an English teacher to manufacture questions across the table. English teachers are capable of manufacturing. I am not a mission to manufacture questions. No, sir, you are capable, sir, because the discussion is nice, sir. First, we selected learning, then we selected active learning, then we discussed interactive learning. It looks nice, sir. So, please ask the fourth question. Sometimes necessity is the mother of invention. Though I am not English teacher, I am electronics teacher, but still I invented the question on the spot because necessity is the mother of invention, right? So my fourth question, before I asked that, one faculty asked me, sir, I know your question. How? I have not asked, no. Your first question is same as second question is same as third question. So fourth question is also same as the first, second, third. Then one more teacher said, sir, I have selected the option two options A. I have not B. How have you selected? Sir, my option is B. I said, what is B? I don't know. I have already selected. Now you tell what is A and B. So then I said, yes, my fourth question is same. What should happen in the classroom? A, interactive learning. B, experiential learning along with interactive learning. Piara, what
B one, sir.
now she is also telling B. So I asked the teacher, what is that? The teacher said, sir, that is a very difficult word for me to pronunciate, tongue twisting, sir. You only pronounce it for us, sir. Experiential learning along with interactive learning. So now you know, another teacher asked me, sir, is there any other types of learning? Because today only I came to know passive learning, active learning, interactive learning, experiential learning. Is there any other? I said, yes, collaborative learning, cooperative learning, blended learning, peer learning, deeper learning, surface learning. Then he said, sir, I have already done one PhD. Now I will do one more PhD in learning, sir. So many types of learning I was not aware with 20 years of my teaching experience. So another teacher asked me, sir, if you are a teacher in our college, what should happen in your class, sir? I said combination of everything because students should not be exposed to only one kind of learning. They should be exposed to all kinds of learning because every day we cannot have the same breakfast, breakfast. Every day we cannot wear the same color dress. Every day we will have this different types of lunch and different types of dinner. Do you agree with that? So therefore we should have variety. Learning should happen, active learning should happen, interactive learning should happen, experiential learning should happen, collaborative learning should happen, experiential learning should happen, deeper learning should happen, blended learning should happen, cooperative learning should happen, peer learning should happen. So if everything is happening, the teacher's job becomes simpler. The teacher's job becomes simpler because learning is happening from all directions. It is not unidirectional, it is not just bidirectional, it is omnidirectional. So learning will happen from all. And that is the title of today's session. So you understood the importance of the topic. The topic was that, construct shared knowledge. You know the topic name? Construct shared knowledge, right? Are you able to understand what I am trying to tell? Construction of shared knowledge in collaborative problem solving. In a collaborative problem solving. Are you able to understand, madam?
Yes, sir.
Then I asked the teacher, okay, you are telling me learning is not happening. Then how is that the results are coming? How is that the results are coming and every student is getting first class with distinction? Then he said, sir, give us 5 minutes time. We will prepare a slide and let you know how our students are capable of getting the first class with distinction. And after 5 minutes, they have put this slide on the screen. Piara madam, are you able to see? I hope I am pronouncing your name properly.
Sir, it's Deo Pyari.
It's okay? It's okay now?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
But now can you see one screen there?
No, sir.
Huh?
Which screen?
No, PowerPoint slide.
No, sir, we are not able to see.
Okay,
No, sir, it's not visible.
I will share once again, nothing to worry. Now you are able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So how many images are there? How many pictures are there?
9.
9.
9, sir.
It was prepared not by me, by a group of faculty members because, it was prepared within less than 15 minutes time. I asked them, who helped you to prepare? Sir, one of us is a computer science specialist, so we know how to do that. Okay. So I asked one of them, can you please explain what is there in the slide? They said the first picture is student at the age of 17 has entered into engineering college. He has taken admission into the college and he has taken admission to the hostel. Are you able to understand, Piara?
So it's Pyari.
Piari.
So Deo Pyari. Yes, sir.
Now the first picture is a student is going from the hostel on the very first day of the 4-year course to the
And
class.
he is very happy.
He is feeling very happy because he wants to get a gold medal and he wants the governor of a state to put the gold medal on his neck, and NDTV and TV9 should do live telecast, and he wants his parents to see all that. So with that smile on his face, he is walking towards the classroom. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
In the second picture, he is sitting on a bench and the teacher comes and says, I'm going to teach you this particular subject. Whatever I tell you is very important, and based on today's discussion, you will get minimum 5 marks question in internals and 4 marks question in the final exam. So please remember everything. Am I right? And in the third picture, the teacher says, I'm not only teaching from the textbook which is recommended by the, but I am teaching from all the reference books because, it will be useful to you. So symbolically, the diagram is pushing the books into the mouth. Are you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Nobody.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
1 hour, the second teacher comes. I am going to teach another subject that is also equally important. So we don't want you to miss anything from the first teacher's subject as well as my subject. So we are symbolically representing that in the form of a funnel. If there is no funnel, something may, overflow. Do you agree? And then the third teacher, and I asked what happened to the seventh picture. Oh, his stomach is full of information. And what is the picture? that is examination, university exams. Inside the exam hall, what is he doing, madam?
Vomiting the entire thing that has been fed to him.
And the results have been declared. He has got A plus grade, and he is a class first, college first, university first, rank holder, whatever it is. And some teachers are clapping the hand, some teacher is trying to give a handshake. So this is what the teachers have created the slide and told me the whatever I told you. Then I asked the teacher, can you explain the whole slide in one sentence? Yes, sir. All our students are capable of getting the first class with distinction or first class with, first rank also possible, medal also is possible. And the concept and the philosophy is ratta before the examination and ulti during the examination. I think Bihar madam knows the meaning of ratta. She also knows the meaning of ulti. Am I right? Madam is not talking. Hello? Hello? Madam, are you able to hear me? Madam. Sir, are you able to hear me?
Yes,
Yes, sir. We
sir.
can hear you. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
We understood the meaning. Hindi terms too.
It is called ratta before the examination and ulti during the examination. In English, it is called memorizing and by hearting before the
The
examination
rote
and
learning.
vomiting during the examination. If you can follow this principle of ratta ulti or memorizing and vomiting, and in Tamil it is called manapadam and vanti. Manapadam and vanti. I think my Tamil is not good, but I think that is okay, right? Manapadam
Yeah,
and
it's okay.
vanti. So if you do Manapadam and vanti, any student from any department, from any college can get first class with distinction. But the problem is when they go to the corporate, when they go to the IT industry, non-IT industry, core type of industry, this memorizing and vomiting process is not there in any company. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
So then they start suffering, and then they start leaving the companies, then they start facing the failures because they have not learned, they have only memorized and vomited in order to get first class with distinction and somehow managed to get into the company. But in the company, there is nothing to memorize, there is nothing to vomit because you have to create a new product or improvise existing product, whether it is hardware or software or middleware or firmware or everywhere or anywhere. All wares. You have to create a product or improvise a product. Do you agree?
Yes.
So that is what I want all the teachers to understand, the importance of learning and active learning and interactive learning and experiential learning and collaborative learning. I discussed about communication. I discussed about teamwork. I discussed about collaboration. I discussed about the difference between teamwork and working group. I discussed about, the importance of all the types of learning. Only then it happens deeper learning. Only when you have deeper learning, he will be able to apply all that. But when you don't have deeper learning of all the content, there is no question of applying because the only concept which is happening in many places is memorizing and vomiting, memorizing and vomiting. Right? So one day I was asked by my professor, how is your syllabus? I said 100% syllabus covered. My professor asked me, how is your profession? I said, yes, sir, I am a professor of engineering college. Are you teaching? I said, yes, sir. So how is the syllabus? I said, 100% syllabus covered. Then he smiled and said, teacher is not supposed to cover the syllabus. Then I said, what do you mean? Teacher is supposed to uncover the syllabus so that students can discover. Madam, teacher is not supposed to focus on covering the syllabus with a sari or with a bed sheet. Teacher is supposed to uncover the syllabus so that students can discover. But we are covering 100% syllabus. When you cover 100% syllabus, the students cannot discover. Bihar madam is stopped saying hello to me.
No,
She's,
sir. I'm there. I'm there.
so you are enjoying the discussion, right?
Yes, sir. Do you know, sir? Like in our school, also, I have experienced this kind of things.
Ah,
Especially parents' point of view, they are thinking that syllabus must be covered and my kid must score 100% marks in
yes.
examination.
He
This
is
is their
getting,
prime motive while
yes,
they are
but
admitting their wards in the school.
yes, but finally they realize that marks or that memorizing ability and vomiting ability is not helping them to perform in the company. Am I right? Yes
So
or
it's a bit
no?
difficult. It's a bit
Yes.
difficult to make them understand these things because
Yes,
for
slowly they
now
are
they just think that
slowly they are
yes, sir.
understanding. I think all of us have attended lot of webinars for the last 1.5 years. Am I right, madam? Not only
Yes,
in
sir.
academics, even in corporate also webinars are happening. Do you agree?
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah, now I can share that cartoon. I was told that Anand Mahindra, who is the chair of Mahindra Group of institutions in India, who is one of the richest human beings in India, he has shared this cartoon on LinkedIn, I believe. Somebody has sent that cartoon to me. And the cartoon is in Hindi. I am sure SRM madam will also understand this Hindi. And that cartoon says Anarkali Uto webinar khatam hua. Bihar madam is enjoying the Hindi. Am I right, madam?
Yes, sir. We are very fluent in Hindi.
Anarkali Uto webinar khatam hua. Now, what happened to our students is happening to us. We are also sleeping on webinars, and somebody is telling webinar khatam ho gaya, abhi uto. Anarkali uto webinar khatam hua. So, whether it is online session or offline session, you should ensure that the learning is happening. You should ensure that communication is happening. You should ensure that collaboration is happening. You should ensure that problem solving is happening. You should ensure that self-learning is necessary. And these are the 5 essential attributes which are required for any student, whether engineering student or BSc student or BCom student or BBM student or BCA student or MCA student. किसी को भी ये 5 एट्रीब्यूट्स जरूरत है, बट वो 5 कभी भी नहीं मिलता है, कौन सा कॉलेज में भी नहीं मिलता है. I am sorry to make this statement because I have visited 24 states. I have interacted with 30,000 people. Everybody says कुछ करना चाहिए, कुछ करना चाहिए. So that is why I conduct 1 week
No
training.
one does.
Yeah.
But no one, sir. Actually, सबको बस syllabus cover करना होता है. This is their main motive.
Tamil.
जल्दी syllabus cover करो. Even management also they used to say that अभी तक syllabus क्यों नहीं cover up? You have to take extra classes
So
and all these things. So
that is why I am taking leadership program for head of the departments and deans and senior professors, vice principals, principals, and deputy director सब लोगों को leadership program बनाता है. I am conducting a leadership program for all of them, saying that if you are telling all the teachers cover complete cover कर सकता. नॉर्थ इंडिया में बनारसी साड़ी मिलता है, तमिलनाडु में कांचीवरम साड़ी भी मिलता है, करूर में बेडशीट भी मिलता है कवर करने को लिए, बट कवर करने के बाद कोई भी स्टूडेंट डिस्कवर नहीं कर सकता. Maharashtra madam is enjoying, Bihar madam is enjoying, and SRM madam is understanding Hindi. Am I right? So that is what I wanted all of you to understand. Now I am going to show you a slide. I want you to see the slide and tell me what you understand from the slide. So this is what you have seen. Have you seen, madam?
Yes, sir.
So then one teacher asked me how to ensure that learning will happen. What is the question asked by a teacher?
How to ensure learning is
how to ensure learning is happening?
Then I have put this slide and I said, can you read the first 3 lines? Can you read the first 3 lines, one of you?
Yes, sir. Would like to read.
First sentence, first line.
Okay, ma'am. If you want to go, Harshali, ma'am, yes.
Yes. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn by Benjamin Franklin.
Right now, I'm not interested to know who told these three lines. Tell me and I forget. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn.
Yes.
Each line is I. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In our context, who is this I?
Learner.
Learner, student. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
The student has told to the teacher, sir, you came to the classroom and you told so many things about the syllabus or so many things about the topic. Whether it is Kirchhoff's law, whether it is Ohm's law, whether it is Newton's law, whether it is something else, you told. And what happened to us? I forget. Another student says, sir, you are trying to show a video, you are trying to show a PowerPoint presentation, you are trying to explain, describe. In other words, you are trying to teach me. And when you are trying to teach me, I remember. Remember means ratta. Remember means lowest level of learning according to Bloom's taxonomy. Remember. And the third line is, another student says, sir, do you want us to learn? Yes, I want you to learn. Sir, the only way we can learn is to involve all of us in the teaching learning process. Are you able to understand the meaning of these three lines, madam?
Yes, sir. The last one is activity-based learning.
Yes.
Yes.
But how many of us are aware of these three lines? How many of us are aware of these three lines? I'm not saying nobody is aware, but you agree that some of us are aware, some of us are not aware. Do you agree with that? Nobody
Yes.
is on. Yeah, this was called
We
as.
all are aware, sir. We all are aware of it.
Yeah,
But implementation part, it doesn't happen.
Implementation.
Yes. So we have to now teach a leadership program. We have to conduct a leadership program for your principal, director, vice principal, HOD, saying that covering the syllabus is not helping our students to become successful. So that does not mean I will not complete the syllabus. There is a difference between covering and completing. I will complete the syllabus. Let me do a different kind of teaching learning process in my classroom by involving all students every day for 50 hours in the semester. And this was told by Benjamin Franklin. Has he told this 10 years back or 20 years back, madam?
50 years back.
50 years back he has told, but madam, he died 300 years before.
But your question was 50 or 10. So
So I'm testing you whether you are thinking only this much or outside. Think out of the box, right? He died in 1790, which means nearly 300 years before he died, and he has told, even though this was told 300 years before, we are, for some reasons, for some management reasons, or for some principal or chairman or somebody is telling you to cover the syllabus. And then one teacher asked me a question, how to ensure that students have understood what I want them to understand, for which I have put this slide. Can you please read this once again?
I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand.
Yes. Sir, you told something, we heard something, and we forget. I heard something about the topic in the classroom because you are speaking. We heard and we forget. Sometimes you showed video and PowerPoint presentation or animation. So we saw and therefore we remember. But remember means by hearting. Remembering means lowest level of learning as per Bloom's taxonomy. Remembering means memorizing. The only way we can understand the topic is when we do something. And what to do, that is what we will discuss in detail when we have at least 1 week training for all of us. Am I right? And this was told by somebody, and it was told not just 300 years before, it was told before Christ, which means more than 2500 years ago. Are you able to understand, all of you? Yes or no?
Yes,
Nobody.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now, can you tell me what you are seeing? I know you are looking at the watch. Just give me 5-10 minutes. Is it okay, madam? Can I take another 5 minutes?
I can see like teach and learn.
Teach and learn.
Yes. Now, the top word is
Reflection of teach.
reflection of
Reflection of
is
teach
learn.
is learning.
Now, tell me honestly, by looking at this slide, are we getting a jerk in our body? My God, the reflection of the word teach is learn. Did you ever guess all this in spite of our PhD degrees, madam? Nobody is telling.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
all these came up of late, no, sir? These technological images and all. When we did our PhD, we were like, we did not have this much to.
But did you ever guess that the mirror image of the word teach is learn? Did you ever guess?
No, sir. I haven't.
Yes, but no doubt some teacher asked me, sir, you have done some gimmicks in writing the word teach also. I said, yes, I have done some gimmicks so that you understand what I want to convey to you. My dear teachers, please ensure that every teaching is converted into learning. So, in other words, we are learning, students are learning. So, teaching is happening incidentally, accidentally, coincidentally. What dentally?
Incidentally, accidentally, coincidentally.
Teaching is happening. I'm not saying teaching is not important. I'm not saying teacher is not important. I'm not saying let us put the teaching and teacher into the dustbin. Sorry, teacher will be there, teaching will happen, but the focus is now on learning and learner and learning. Am I right? And various types of learning possible, right? Now, can one of you read the first two lines?
Learning is not the product of teaching. Learning
By
is the
reading,
product
by,
of
madam, by reading
activity
the
of
first
learning.
two lines, by reading the
First two
first
lines, yes, sorry.
two
Learning
lines,
is not the product of teaching.
by reading that, are you not getting a shock? My God, I have got 20 years of teaching experience. I've got 30 years of teaching experience. Now this fellow comes and says learning is not the product of teaching. Who is he to tell? Yes, somebody said not only jerk in my body, I'm getting a mild heart attack also. 20 साल का experience हो गया बाद सब लोग बोलता है learning is not the product of teaching. But the answer is there at the bottom. Can you read the bottom three lines?
Learning is the product of the activity of learners.
Yes, that is what I want all of us to understand. You have to make them to do something. I know there is limitation inside the classroom. Inside the classroom, there is limitation outside the classroom. There is limitation in the department. There is limitation on the size of the classroom. All that problems can be sorted out at a later time. But the fact is, we should ensure what is required. And I don't have to ask the English teacher who is this because everybody knows whether it is English teacher or physics teacher or electronics teacher. Can you tell me this photograph is whose photograph?
Albert Einstein.
Albert
What did
Einstein.
he say? What did he say? What did he say? Tell me.
Hello?
Can you tell me what did he say?
Are we supposed to read out what is written?
Student is not a
Not a
container you have to
container.
fill, but a torch you have to light up. Are you able to understand?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm back to your title because most of us are looking at the watch. The reason is, the session is only up to 4:30. I've already 6 minutes more. I hope somebody from Kumaraswamy College of Engineering.
Sir, I am in line, sir. I am in line.
Now tell me, madam, am I eligible to cross 4:30 because I've already
Can we
crossed?
close, sir? Can
I've
we
already
close, sir?
crossed. Yeah?
Yes, sir. I was calling you.
Yeah,
Then I was
yeah, tell
about
me.
calling you over phone.
I will stop today's
Close it,
session
sir.
now
Right.
because
Sir, we can meet on Friday, sir, morning, 9 o'clock again.
okay.
Hello? Sir, we can meet again by 9 o'clock on Friday.
Okay. Madam, can you repeat what you
Thank you
told?
very much, sir.
What you told, can you
We can
repeat?
meet again.
Yeah,
Sir, we can meet on 13th morning, 9
Yes,
o'clock.
9 o'clock
Morning.
sharp I will be there. 9 o'clock sharp I will be there.
Yes,
I know many of us would like to discuss for some more time, but I think I have to stop the session because of the timings is up to 4:30.
Yes,
I have already taken 7 minutes more. People have to travel back and so many other things. Thank you so much for your patience, and we will continue our discussions with another 4 hours of discussion is there on Friday, 13th of August. Okay?
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks
Thank
a
sir.
you,
lot.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you to
Thank you,
all.
sir.
Thank you to all of you.